Hey everyone, this is Nikachu, and I am here with Rodney Top 8 Thompson. We're back to Legacy, and I'm going to bring the Legacy aficionado Rodney Top 8 Thompson with us. We're going to thank our sponsor, the manabase.com, for, supporting Legacy, Merfolk in Legacy. And we have a new patron that has joined the big wave at Patreon, Jose Medina. Thank you very much for supporting me on Patreon.
Hi, Jose.
So, I'm not gonna lie, I've not playtested much Legacy. I destroyed Legacy up until, in the earlier amount of the new year, and I felt really good about this deck, and unfortunately, no, there wasn't much success for Merfolk going into the, Grand Prix St. Louis? No,
Charlotte.
No, not Charlotte.
The last one?
The last one was
Seattle,
at...
Tacoma?
No. There was one at the beginning of the year.
Not Charlotte. It was Charlotte, wasn't it?
No, it was not Charlotte. Whatever. There was a big Legacy GP early this year.
I'm pretty sure it was Charlotte.
I actually got thrashed in 2 Legacy leagues recently, mostly because I ended up running against elves over and over and over again. And you know what? Chalice of the Void feels like it's getting weaker and weaker, but I don't know if I want... So I took out 1 copy. That's the only change that I've made with this deck list from before. I just took out 1 copy of Chalice of the Void. I put it in the sideboard, because there's too many decks like Eldrazi Aggro and Loam, and just this infinite number of decks now in the metagame where Chalice is weak or useless. So I decided to put the Umezawa's Jite in placement of it, because usually where Chalice is bad, Jite is good, like Death and Taxes and stuff like that. If people don't know, we're going to do the rundown of this deck. We got Vendilion Clique here. This could be 2 days, not going to lie. I think days is fine so long as people aren't prepared for it. When I had days and I made one result, people would always see my list online as I'm playing against them, and they play around days perfectly. So now people usually still play around, well, I don't know about now. Enough time has passed that this list has been published.
Oh, here we go.
Enough time has passed that this list got published, so maybe they'll prepare for Vendilion Clique and not the days, but whatever, we're going to play with Clique anyway. What else? Still playing with 4 Cavernous Souls. I love Caracas. Caracas ends up being a secret bomb against Death and Taxes.
Oh, really?
Because of Thalia. Thalia is a legendary... I can bounce both Thalias, the new Thalia and the old Thalia, and Mother of Runes... And the swords will not protect it. Only Wasteland can deal with Caracas. Not even Rishadan Port unless they've got Aether Vial up. So ended up being pretty good against Death and Taxes. Haven't lost to Death and Taxes thanks to Caracas and Venser. Venser, you wonder, how does Venser help against Death and Taxes? Well, you just keep bouncing the equipment over and over again. They attack with the creature to bounce it.
They're not very good without their equipment.
And then I bounce it back with Caracas. Now, honestly, maybe these were very situational wins, but hey, wins nonetheless. So the only thing I'm doing is I'm just splitting with the Chalice of the Void in the sideboard. Still gonna have Harbinger of the Tides in here. This could be 2 Dismember, but I like how it's some free way of dealing with Delvers, flip Delvers, but not only that.
A little bit of interaction in the main deck.
Against lands.
Lands?
What's it called? The 2020 indestructible token.
Yeah.
Just bounce that thing back to the hand. Merit Lodge. That's right. So, this is the list. Still love Tidebinder Mage. What it does against Shardless Bug, because that deck is super popular. Taps down Deathrite Shaman, taps down Tarmogoyf, taps down Shardless Agent, although that's not really all that relevant. So, let's hope we don't play against elves, because that's what has been slaughtering me recently. And the
Jeet hedges against elves a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, another thing that made it hard against elves. Elves is playing Cavernous Souls. A lot of them. That sucks. That makes this useless. This used to be sort of a situational win card. Now it's just garbage. So we're back to the Legacy Challenge, because I missed it last month. Because the Magic the Gathering Online schedule was incomplete. They didn't update their schedule for 2017, so I totally missed it. So we're gonna...
That's right, I remember that.
Yeah, so we're back to Legacy right now. So we won the die roll, and I think we have a very good hand. This hand can beat a lot of fair decks. Maybe not so many combo decks, because we can't interact with them at all. But hopefully we get turn 2 Master of the Pearl Trident into turn 3
Three Nemesis.
True Name Nemesis into True. Oh boy,
Oh, here we
I
go.
do. It's not bad. True Name Nemesis very good against these decks.
Right on time.
Yeah. Normally, Aether Vial is definitely a good card. So yeah, True Name Nemesis definitely what we want because we can block Thought Knot Seer all day. Unfortunately, he's going to eat up one of the True Name Nemesis with the Thought Knot Seer if he has it.
Maybe he'll misclick and take Vial.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, don't underestimate misclicks. There is a class of people out there who are just terrified of Aether Vial. Oh my god, that card is broken, and then they see it in your hand. I gotta take that thing. Just gotta snap up that Aether Vial. Despite the fact that I got tons of lands, the creatures are more important.
It's a turn other than one.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly, but it happens. It happens.
Remember you mentioning some corner case where you ended up bouncing your Aether Vial because he got terrified of it going to 13 or something?
I accidentally tick my Aether Vial up to 5 at my upkeep, which is useless at 5. This was in Modern. Nothing in my deck costs 5 or more. So I have nothing to lose, so I keep ticking the Aether Vial up 6 to 7 to 8 to 9. But the point was, I always had one unknown card in my hand the entire time, and at the point that it was about to reach 10, my opponent Cryptic Commanded bounced the Aether Vial back to my hand.
It was an island the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. So our opponent is deciding to go with Simian Spirit Guide. Get that early Thought Knot Seer out, I guess. Oh, just an Endless one. Well, this is a good start for us, then, because we can easily take 4 damage from this Mimic. And it sounds like they're very far from cast. Like, I don't even know why he spent the Simian Spirit Guide on this thing.
Yeah.
So we don't have Spreading Seas in this deck, but we do have True Name Nemesis, which is more or less just as good.
Now it actually kills his Endless one. That's awesome.
It does. This is poorly timed, given this thing.
Oh yeah.
So his hand, maybe his hand is full of air. Because he just played, like, he has 5 mana on the board and he's not doing anything with it.
It's worth to note that sometimes they cannot use Cavern to get around Force. They need another way to make colorless, right?
What do you mean? That's right. If you use this to add colored mana, then you need colorless mana still to make this.
The Reality Smashers and the
true story.
Knots.
I think I'm just gonna get in for damage. We have another True Name Nemesis coming up on defense. So he doesn't have Reality Smasher in his hand. He doesn't have Thought Knot Seer, so I guess he could have Endbringer. That's one possibility. It's also possible he has a bunch of removal in his hand.
Endbringer's not that bad for you, though, is it?
It's annoying. It can untap and draw cards and deal damage to me.
Yeah, I guess.
It's not comfortable.
Much rather it was a land or something, something else that was completely useless.
Here's Caracas. That's a funny card to have.
They run, I think, 2 Caracas now, some of them. Just to give them some game against
Show and Tell?
some of the unfair decks, yeah.
Or Reanimator.
Yeah, Reanimators were...
That's so super annoying. Maybe we should just run deck main deck. Well, it would only be good for Vendilion Clique. Give us that edge against Death and Taxes.
What you doing thinking?
I have no idea what... He could have a bunch of Cavernous Chalice of the Voids in his hand, and he just doesn't want to play them because it's sort of useless against Merfolk. Another reason why I'm not even playing this Cavernous Souls.
You got quite the clock on him here, too. Like, he's only got
Absolutely.
This is a 2-turn clock. Man, these True Name Nemesis is such a good card.
Yeah, when they wanted it banned when it got
I
first got released.
hated it. It's such a bad card.
We have a funny situation here. So we will attack with our True Name Nemesis. And even if they dismember, They're gonna it's still gonna cost them 4 life if they kill the Master of the Pearl Trident, and that's relevant because
Would you force that?
oh, see, he's got the dismember. See, but we don't need to actually do anything about this because it's still a 2-turn clock.
Yeah, that's fair. It's still 6 damage, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's still 6 damage. And that's the point I wanted to make. Not a big deal. I guess what I can do is we could lose to Ratchet Bomb. What else could we lose to? I guess I'm just going to play counters with
Ratchet Bomb.
Merfolk. No, I guess that's true. The Ratchet Bomb would take 3 turns.
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry, Wizard. No, Merfolk, Wizard. They don't have counter spells. Who cares? And I will clique them at their draw step. Get rid of a Reality Smasher or
Anything
something.
that could potentially win the game.
Yeah, basically. I would imagine at this point this guy should just resign. He shouldn't show me his deck. Yeah, that makes a difference.
That can go away.
Well, I guess he could draw another one. That's the point.
Ah.
So he had 2 chalices, as I predicted.
And another Eye of Ugin. Sometimes you just don't draw the cards you need, right? Or, I guess you do need those cards, but you only need one of them.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, so that's stage 1. I believe I bring in Caracas in this matchup. Okay, we're definitely going to take out these chalices.
Definitely taking out those.
I don't mind Venser. Bouncing things is quite nice, and we'll bring in the Caracas. So I have to take out 1 more card. Might end up being a Venser. I have to keep all the Force of Wills because of their Ratchet Bombs. Sometimes they're timely dismembers. Occasionally you can counter a Thought-Knot Seer, or just a big creature in general. No, I want to keep this Venser. And we're going to bring in so much mana that we can cast this thing easily.
I don't know what else you bring out. Force, maybe? No?
No, I have to keep this for Ratchet Bomb. That's just so terrifying. I guess a Curse Catcher. I sort of like to have something out early, but it's not that high of an high impact of a card. Guess that's it. We'll submit this. So we have Caracas to give us infinite. Actually, maybe we only needed 1 Caracas.
Yeah.
That's possible. How important? They have no legendary creatures. Except for like Ulamog. I don't even know if they can cast that. Okay, let's get rid of 1 Carac. They have Wasteland though.
I think Caracas is fine.
Okay, we're gonna go with the
Curse
Caracas
Catcher seems
Venser
pretty
plan.
Yeah.
It's a smidge slow. They're not always super fast. They're not always super fast.
Case in point.
Look at this game. GT plus True Name usually is a win.
You know, in worst case, if they cast Reality Smasher, you can cast one of your own too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that does happen.
I imagine it
I'm
does.
absolutely gonna.
I've seen you Phantasmal Image the Stoneforge to get a cheat out. Oh, that's good.
Oh, right on time this time.
Yeah.
There we go. That's how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the life of Nikachu, by the way.
Yeah.
That's
When you're good, you're so good at magic. You're so good at magic, John.
some things cannot be taught. That's all I can say. Some things cannot be taught. If anyone wants to know the difference between the pros and the amateurs, it's that right there. Here's another Cavern of Souls. Not a big deal.
He's not really coming out of the gates, eh? That
No.
fast, which is, again, good.
Very good. Oh, he's still going to do nothing?
Oh, that's weird. What the heck has he got on his hand?
Could immediately go with this GT plan, because otherwise I'm playing just Master of the Pearl Trident. Can't play Phantasmal Image. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. If I play Master of the Pearl Trident, he'll dismember. This also plays around Dismember, because if I can hard cast Master of the Pearl Trident in the future, I can flash in Phantasmal Image and maybe copy the Master of the Pearl Trident. Although I think I want to use this on True Name
I was
Nemesis.
gonna say, why would you copy anything with True Name Nemesis?
Well, the situate all depends on the situation. Maybe I want to copy the Benser for some stupid reason.
What?
Get another. You get another bounce effect.
And then it dies.
You still get the bounce effect.
I guess.
So this is important because if I play the GT now, that'll make it really fast. That's the fastest way for me to equip it to True Name.
Mm-hmm. 4 mana unsummon doesn't seem like
Okay.
how you win this game, but
We'll play the Master of the Pearl Trident. We'll put a clock on the board. If he does something, he does something.
he's gonna dismember it.
It's not the end of the world.
What?
He does not have the Dismember.
What does he have in his hand?
Cards and stuff. Oh, do you know what's another thing I didn't think about? I didn't think about Thought Not Seer taking this GT. That's a problem. Or maybe not. Maybe it's not a problem. We'll see what happens.
Because he's gonna take the True Name now?
Yeah, it's incredibly likely that he might take the True Name Nemesis. Harbinger and Thought Not Seer is very awkward. Harbinger is very good against Thought Not Seer when our hand is empty, because they're just going to play Thought Not Seer again. How do you feel when you play against Eldrazi?
It's frustrating. Like, their cards are all so individually powerful. Like, it can be really frustrating, and you formulate this game plan and it gets ripped apart by this 4/4. You know, it's a really powerful effect at I don't know. Just all of their cards all have really powerful effects, and they're backed up on huge bodies.
And they said Bloodbraid Elf was
I
broken.
don't know.
Bloodbraid Elf banned in Modern. This guy, no problem.
Yeah, you got
Anyone can play him.
you got a 5/5 Bloodbraid Elf with pseudo hexproof, like, and trample, right? Like, it's brutal. Like, the cards are all so powerful in their deck. Yeah, I guess his legacy, all the cards are powerful.
All the cards are powerful. It's very flavorful. The Eldrazi were supposed to come and wreck Zendikar, and here they are, doing exactly as they're supposed to. Because let's be serious, when the Eldrazi first came out, no one played them, except Emrakul, and they only cheated her out.
Yeah. Is he just thinking, or is he trying to ghost you? Or?
I have no idea what he's doing.
Like,
He may not...
Why would he be trying to ghost you, Rodney?
He might be trying to figure out how... He may not realize his triggers need to go on the stack.
Like, he's just running his clock down right
I
now,
can't
right?
say that he's a complete noob because he doesn't have the Birds of Paradise avatar. Birds of Paradise avatar? It's a sign you're a noob because it's the
You might as well have
avatar.
a My Little Pony.
Yeah, there you go. My Little Pony.
What is yours? Yours is Braids?
Braids, yeah.
Why did you choose that one?
I think this is the hottest image that I can find. I think Braids
Like,
is cute.
hottest isn't sexually attractive?
That's
or?
right. That's right. I think I love the braids. It's a girl. It's blue.
Braids is black, dude.
No, that's Braids Cabal Minion.
Oh, is it?
This is Braids Conjure Adept.
Oh, okay. I
Blue-
didn't know there was a second Braids.
Blue,
actually.
blue. It's like the opposite of Braids Cabal Minion. I think this one is at the beginning of the upkeep. Oh, he was thinking about what to take. At the beginning of your up, I don't know if it's your upkeep or at everyone's upkeep, you can just like put something into play.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like some
like
weird.
show and tell every
Yeah,
upkeep?
it's something like that. I gotta look this up. What does Braids do?
I didn't even know.
We're getting to the bottom of this right now. Braids is strong.
Conjure Adept.
At the beginning of each upkeep, of each player's upkeep, that player may put an artifact, creature, or land card from his or her hand into play. It's a show and tell effect for every.
Oh, and this is
everyone.
from Planar Chaos. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. They just did everything.
So this guy says, "Do you know what? This is a problem. Hey, do you know what? We can Thought Not Seer him, and that's probably what we're gonna do.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
That helps stabilize the board." Yeah, I don't have Island Walk, and I'm never getting it. Yeah, this seems reasonable.
And if he attacks, you can bounce something, or
I can block. Okay, what do you have?
Mhm.
You've got, well, I can sort of survive the All's Dust. Well, the Jite is bad. Okay, Uma. Okay, we've got Jite, Dust, Dismember, and Traitors. How close is Dust?
I think you probably cast it now. It's 5. Is that Wasteland or
Yeah, it's Wasteland. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's still a little ways away. Because I can clique it out of his hand.
it's not the end of the world for you though. So what? You lose a Master, the Pearl Trident. That's not a big deal.
Well, he's gonna dismember this Thought-Knot Seer for sure. So I'll take the Umazao's Jite. And that's gonna be the ManaBase.com Get Dunked On Instant Replay. Because that will just that kills this thing. Yeah, I would say it's game over. It's not pleasant. It feels good. It's not Clique. It's Thought-Knot Seer. That thing got exiled, and he did not draw a card off of it.
Yeah, it's not even. That's another thing too. Like, it could be a clique effect, but it's not. It's just so bad. Like, or it's so good that it's bad. That's what I mean.
I guess that was a tough decision. Yeah, leaving me with the image let me do this. Okay, so goodbye, Thought-Knot Seer. I think if he does nothing, I'm just going to block the Mimic. So he's got all his Dust and a City of Traders left in his hand. Because this Mimic could be worth a lot of damage in the future. And I think my plan is going to be at end of turn, bounce this Thought-Knot Seer back to his hand, tick the Vial up to... if I draw an island off of it... no, maybe I don't. Maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, what are you going to do? So you are going to attack with the Thought-Knot Seer. So he also thought that his Mimic was worth more. I'm not going to block. I'm also not going to Harbinger because he can just replay it right now, and I don't want that to happen. Instead, I can try to bounce it at end of turn. Plays Cavernous Souls. Did he have that in his hand? He declares Ape. Because I should know all the cards in his hand.
No, he drew one off of the Thought-Knot and his cards.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right. That's right.
One unknown.
Okay, so I can bounce this, take this thing up to 3 to get the Clique in play and the Jite. And then the Clique should hopefully take over the game from the air. Hopefully.
And he's still got that all his Dust, but...
No, I'm going to Clique that away.
Oh, okay. What if he has something better?
In fact, maybe I will even Venser that thing away.
Ooh.
We'll just Venser it back to his hand, I guess, for one turn. I could also just Clique the Thought-Knot. I did that once. I cliqued the Thought-Knot Seer away. Or I cliqued... I bound something and cliqued it out of their hand. Cliqued it... Yeah, cliqued the thing out of their hand. So we're going to take this thing up to 3. We might even take it up to 4. These things are useful, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say, Curse Catcher's not bad here.
No, but next turn he has to play all his Dust.
Well, then you Curse Catcher it.
Okay, here's the problem. If I play Curse Catcher, I can't play Jite. Then he plays Thought-Knot Seer and takes the Jite away. That's a problem.
Well, you're going to clique him and take...
Okay, first things first. We're going to attack. I feel like getting in some damage. If he wants to block with this Mimic, that's fine. He wasn't willing to attack with it, apparently.
Yeah, so he won't block with it, I don't think. But...
And all these guys are pretty bad blockers. Yeah, but if I can get this Jite on this Clique, I think it'll carry the game away. I hope. And maybe get one bounce in with Venser, or maybe I can just have to do some chump blocking with Curse Catchers on the ground. Alright, takes a long think and decides, alright, I have to block this thing.
Well, that's fine. Seems like a decent trade.
I'm going to clique. So I'm hoping that we have everything that we need in play right now. All his dust, City of Traders, Eldrazi Temples. He's got a bunch of... So he's got... Now he's got Wastes. Temple. Yeah, he still has Traders. Okay, we're going to get rid of the All's Dust. Because otherwise he'll play the All's Dust right now.
Yes, absolutely. He's going to blow you out right now.
So I'm guessing he has to take the Venser. Taking Curse Catchers seemed pretty silly.
Mm-hmm. They're not bad against All's Dust, but he took that away.
Not relevant. Yeah, I'm gonna start accumulating some points here. Hopefully he does not have Dismember.
Do we know? We know his hand.
No.
Oh, you mean draw into it?
Yeah, because we clicked him. So this will help protect him a bit. Actually, it protects him completely from Dismember.
Not yet. He needs
Yeah.
to get another
Oh no, yeah,
hand.
it's -5, -5.
Mm-hmm. Gee, this is such a good card. Speaking of powerful cards that do it all, eh?
Come on, I want this unbanned for Modern, damn it.
No.
This would help so much.
No, it wouldn't. Just turn into this massive battle of creatures slamming into each other. Whoever draws their Jeet wins.
I'm fine with that. I need something for burn. I need something... actually, does Merfolk really want... Yeah, it would help so much against Affinity.
It could help against everything, man.
Not everything. It won't help against Ad Nauseam.
I guess.
So now I could play some silly stuff. Okay, so he played a Temple.
He did, yeah. And he plays Wastes.
Or did he play both? Or maybe he already had a Temple in play? He has 3 cards in his hand.
And
one's a Dust, one's a Traders,
no,
and he clicked.
Remember?
Yeah, okay.
So,
So there is... So I think that he does have a Temple in his hand. This is very bad to not keep track of this stuff.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I have nothing that I need to play right now. Just attack with the Clique.
And he is in big trouble very fast.
Yeah, we are threatening lethal next turn. So what if you were to have another All Is Just? He's got Temple, so 1, 2... Cast Eldrazi spells? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... oh, he has more than enough. So Curse Catcher isn't going to get around it. Play Silvergill Adept, maybe we can draw into a 3-drop like True Name Nemesis. Maybe we can get a land to play this Curse Catcher.
Oh,
there we go.
When you're good at this game, you're good at this game.
When you're
Oh, John,
I hope everyone's taking notes. I hope.
How to win. How to
Yeah.
win. Say, I need this card, and then Chris Catch into it.
We're definitely going to put the True Name in play.
Absolutely. How you doing, man?
I can even kill. I
Ep.13.
can even kill one of these things. Oh, he says good game again.
Oh, and that's how you beat Eldrazi.
That's how you beat Eldrazi.
Maybe it isn't that good anymore.
Well, I don't know about other decks. Like Merfolk does have game against it, except for the fact that we play 4 Chalice of the Void in the main. That's the only bad part about it. I think what happened was it was incredibly good because of Chalice of the Void in the beginning. Just like Merfolk was so well positioned.
Yeah, he mulliganed to 5 in the first game basically because of the chalices in his hand.
Yeah.
That's not what you meant though?
No, it's not what I meant. It's like, for example, the metagame was super prime. Merfolk had a huge advantage before Eldrazi came out because of Chalice of the Void.
Mm-hmm.
We just ripped apart so many decks because very few decks were main decking Chalice of the Void.
Mm-hmm.
Then Eldrazi comes out and says, "Do you know what? Not only can we main deck Chalice of the Void, we're like a super strong, powerful deck anyway." And they forced everyone to change. Like Shardless Bug became a very, very good deck. I think Miracles changed a lot. They started playing Engineered
Moat.
Explosives. Huh?
They started playing Moat.
Moat, Engineered Explosives, more Council's Judgments. I couldn't feel that Chalice is not what it used to be, and there are more decks like people are more inclined to play lands and all sorts of other decks that do not care that much about Chalice of the Void. So, yeah, we start off strong 1-0 in the Legacy Challenge with Merfolk. GT doing its job. Also Aether Vial. So, we're going to thank themanabase.com for being our sponsor. Thank you for making me a daily part of your routine. And thanks to all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. This has been Nikachu and Rodney Top A Thompson playing Merfolk in Legacy.